I will join or I will not join. You had competitive offers, you had better offers, you were looking to be in the same city. Candidate ghosting. Vanakkam, welcome back. Last episode, we spoke about the article which I was reading in Quora where it said, recruiters suck, and they are not giving feedback. When they want your services, when they are in need of you, they hound you or they ghost you. But the same applies on the other side as well. A lot of recruiters complain about candidate ghosting. Candidate ghosting, you're extended an offer, but at the same time, what happens is, in fact, India is one of the countries where there is, in terms of the no-shows, the number of people who are extended offers, this is like market data. If there are 10 candidates who are supposed to be joining, only 40% eventually show up. That is what is the market data, which means only 40% of the people actually honor their the word what they have given that they will be joining on that particular day. Candidate ghosting also is a huge problem. Baki 6 per they do not show up. So what happens is you have lost the credibility. You may come up with this particular point stating that, hey, you know what, why do candidates ghosting happen? Because maybe you have multiple offers. Maybe you have higher offers. So what I want you to think about it is, we spoke about recruiters suck in the previous episode, but what I want you to ask is, why do you ghost? How can we create this ecosystem where there is transparency, where recruiters are able to let the employers know, hey, whether I will join or I will not join, and be very, very transparent about it. Because employers feel very, very distressed when candidates ghost. Architect you interviewed with a particular company, interview you say, okay, I need a 30-day notice. Adukapram, I will join the organization. That's what you say. But after 30 days, the day before the project starts or you are supposed to join, you send out an email. Candidates don't even call. And it is the same problem what we see from the recruiter side as well, is how do I break the bad news? How do I share my bad news? Now, what happens is when you don't join that particular employer, they would have set aside some work for you. You are going to join the organization. You are going to be allocated certain work. They have already decided. But what happens is, since you did not join, that work gets delayed. And as a result of which, so another 30 days, which means projects get delayed in a big way. Product development doesn't happen on time. So companies lose money because people do not join on time. But what is the other side of the story? Why is it that you were not in a position to join? Maybe you had competitive offers. You had better offers. You were looking to be in the same city. But I want to know, why do candidates ghost, so that we can talk more about how we can resolve this problem collectively. It is not recruiters ghost is one of the problems, but candidates ghosting is also another problem. So what I want you to tell me is, in your past, nammaloda audience it's like students, entrepreneurs, executives, mid-level managers, senior managers, junior managers, people who are working in various different kinds of organizations. We have the entire breadth of audience. What I would like you to do is, have you ever accepted an offer and not joined that company? And why did you do that? If you want to be open about it, so that we can figure out why candidate ghosting happens and how we can help recruiter ghosting stop and candidate ghosting stop. There is a lot of transparency, and as a result of which, we are able to create an ecosystem where recruiters start trusting candidates and candidates start trusting recruiters. So go ahead and share your insight as to why you may not take up an offer, why you might commit to a particular date, commit to a particular offer, but yet you would not go ahead and let the employer know as to why you're not joining, and you do not join at all, or do not show up at all, or just ghost completely, not informing anybody. Those kind of incidents also happen, and when those happen, employers are in really, really bad shape. So my idea or my intention is to help recruiters and candidates avoid the ghosting problem and build a level of transparency. So share me your thoughts and insights as to what you feel about it, and go ahead and share your comments, because your comments, what you share, is what helps us create more content. For the time what you've invested, I am forever grateful.